Hello everyone, it's Becca from Becca Books and Bujo, and today I am reviewing the Clever Fox Reading Journal. I was sent this reading journal for free in exchange for an honest review, and so today I am reviewing it. Let's start. I have barely opened this journal, so most of what you hear today will be first impressions. We had this sleeve on here, so let's take it off and see what we're looking at. Okay, so this reading journal is from Clever Fox. It says it has journaling prompts, a daily reading tracker, a reading list and index, and then extra space for notes. It is indeed a hardcover. It is an A5 size, which is the 5.8 inches by 8.3 inches. It also says it has 2 pages per book, thick no bleed paper, a lay flat binding, and a pocket in the back for loose notes. Alright, so I elected to get this like dark red color. It has a cute little fox on the cover embossed there. There's a fox on the side there too. Nothing on the back, but we've got this elastic binding to hold the journal closed, and an elastic loop here for a pen. We'll open her up, and oh, there's a little how it works guide on the inside. It says, "Thanks a lot for choosing the Clever Fox Reading Journal. Inside you will find everything you need to keep detailed notes on the books you read, from questions and prompts to the daily reading tracker. This guide will help you get acquainted with each section inside the journal to ensure that you get most out of using it." So it tells you there's an index, a reading log for each month, it looks like. You list the books that you read in January and February, for example. The daily reading tracker is supposed to be a habit tracker. It looks like you check every day that you read. There's a books to read section and the reading list. I don't know how the reading list is different than the reading log. I guess this one just has the dates that you started and finished the book. And then there is pages for book reviews. All right. Let's check it out. Starts with a name page. If you found this journal, please be kind and return it to name, phone, email, socials, and the reward that you would get. All right, here's the index, which it looks like you would write the title of the book in the content section, what page it was on, and the star rating. So this is like a grand overview of all of the books you read. There's 2 pages and about 30 lines on each page. So that would be what, 60 books that you read? That's not enough for me. I think that might be the theme going forward with this journal, but let's keep looking. The reading log looks like you just list the books that you read for each month. So we've got January all the way through December. I'm just going to see if there's an alternate use for this. This way you can visualize your reading journey and see how many books you've read. Okay. So, no different than what I said. If we flip the page, here is the daily reading tracker. It looks like you put the year up in the upper right corner. So they think that this would cover 2 years because we have 2 different trackers all the way January to December on this page, and here again January to December. So if I were to do this year, or starting in 2025 and 2026, and I think you just fill in the box if you read. Now I read every single day, so I might change this up and add sort of a key and like maybe track my pages read per day. But again, I would not need 2 years, I think, in this journal. I think, what did it say? 2 pages per book. I feel like there's like 100. Oh no, it's 60 pages for book reviews, or enough book review pages for 60 books. So this is definitely a journal for someone who reads you know, 30 books a year, which is nothing to laugh at. That's a great amount of books, but I read 60 books in a half year. So I would only be able to use this journal for 6 months, even less. So again, not a journal for me, but if you read less, maybe this would be a good journal for you. This looks like you could keep track of a TBR, books to read. You'd list the title and then any notes associated with that. Personally, I like to say where I got the book recommendation. So that would be a good spot for the notes. And then there's a little checkbox on the left for if you got to it, I assume. 2 pages of that. And then here is the reading list. Again, not so certain how the reading list differs from the reading log and the index. I feel like you're listing your book over and over and over again, just with different stats for each one. This one has the date started and date finished for each book. Again, it looks like there's probably 30 lines on each page for a total of 60 books. All right, now we're getting into the book reviews here on page 12. Looks like you put the page count up here in the top left corner. You put the title, author. You mark if it is fiction or nonfiction. Okay, and then you put the genre or subject. Date started, date finished, year published, and the themes. I like all of that. That's something I keep track of in my journal anyway, or in my reading spreadsheet that I have. So those are all good stats in my eyes, I think. Then we've got this wheel of rating. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so there is 5 segments of each pie slice, and you would rate each of these factors of the book to get an average rating, or an overall rating. So you would rate it on enjoyment, writing, characters, plot, readability, and setting. And then you'd take your average of those 6, and you'd get an overall out of 5 stars. Then we've got the writing prompts here. What did you think of the book? What will you take away from it? What was the aim of the book and how well did the author fulfill it? Would you recommend this book to others? Who is the target audience? And a 1-sentence book review. Then we have a whole page on the right side for thoughts and notes. I have an issue with how much space is dedicated for each book. That's just me, though. I think it's probably because I read so much that I have to limit my space, I guess. But I also just, I don't think I need these prompts to write what I want to write in a review. In my personal reading journal, I just write a very short snippet, maybe a little bit about the plot, what I liked about it, and that's it. I also do have a spot where I write like quotes, so I could see how this page would be good for that, but not every book I read I have quotes from that I want to remember. So while this is great, and I feel like a super in-depth review, and possibly I could use something like this for some of my favorite books, I don't think I would need this much space for every single book that I read. So let's see, this just goes for 60 books, 2 pages for every single book. All right, so those reviews go all the way to page 121. And then we just have blank pages, which here you could set up any sort of spread you would like. A book of the month tracker or a series tracker. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 one-page spreads. So 3 full spreads and a half spread. And then you get the back. Oh, look, there's a warranty card on your journal. Oh, and cute stickers. I might use these. They're adorable. Thumbs up, thumbs down. The book was better. Cute typewriter. Yeah, I love these. All right. Pocket. Good sturdy pocket. Ooh, and 3 bookmarks. That's awesome. I feel like I would definitely use that to mark like the first page that you write everything, then maybe the daily reading tracker, and what review page you're on. I love that there are 3 bookmarks. All right, so overall impressions. Again, this is for someone who reads 60 books a year or 30 books a year, because again, there's those 2 years at the beginning with the daily reading tracker. Nothing wrong with those numbers, but yeah, I feel like this journal is definitely limited to that because I would have to buy multiple of these journals a year in order to fit all of my books that I read per year. Some things I really love about the book review page, this is super cute. I love this wheel of different factors of the book that you would rate and then get an overall rating. I know that some people do like a CAPILE rating, but this is just a really cool visual. I think they showed here, they used color, and I don't get how those ratings would give you an overall rating of 5 stars, but that's okay. Yeah, so I would say, is this journal for you? Possibly. If you read anywhere from 30 to 60 books a year, I think it would be great because you could fit your whole year of reading or even 2 years of reading in here. If you like these stats that you would keep track of and the questions, then definitely. If you are one who loves an in-depth review for every single book that you write, I think this would be a great journal for you. Still has some flexibility with a few pages at the back that you could add certain kinds of spreads or trackers, but also some good ones at the front to just track your overall reading life and TBR. I really appreciate Clever Fox for reaching out and sending me this journal. It's a really beautiful product. The cover is very lovely and the paper is definitely thick. I suppose I should do like a pen test. I've never done a real journal review, I feel. But I also don't want to ruin the pages. I feel like I'll probably gift this to somebody. I have a couple people in mind that might enjoy something like this. So I'm just going to tell you, it's thick paper. I wonder if it gives me any sort of GSM. I'm sure it says on the website, so I'll put it right here if it says. And yeah, I would definitely give this a try if it sounded like a good fit for your reading life. Thanks again to Clever Fox for sending me this journal. I am curious if this journal would work for you, so let me know in the comments and we could have some discussion there about reading journals and what your needs are in a reading journal. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye.